The early days of women in policing in the El Paso Police Department differ from what modern-day policewomen are responsible for now. In 1919, two of El Paso's first policewomen, Julia Kate Farnham and Virginia Mendez, were assigned to work together. Although they patrolled the streets, they were mostly responsible for morality cases such as finding runaway teenage girls and cracking down on sex crimes. In May of 1922, Farnham and Mendez hurried to this very street in response to two armed ex-convicts who allegedly kidnapped two teenage girls. According to a newspaper article at the time, Mendez chased the men down the street, firing her gun as she ran. The suspects got away, and Mendez and Farnham searched the neighborhood for days for the girls. The report doesn't indicate that they were found. Mendez and Farnham lost their jobs in 1923 when positions for women on the El Paso police force were eliminated. When women were once again permitted to work in policing some years later, they still were mostly responsible for investigating and arresting women and handling social work. Their roles slowly began to expand to other cases involving immigration. The Paso Police Department launched a school safety patrol to encourage young girls to consider joining the force as a career. Now, women make up 14% of officers on the police force. Assistant Police Chief Zina Silva says the policing field has opened up for anyone with talent and expertise for a variety of assignments.
In crime scene, which is something that's really difficult to do, right? To go out to, the most horrendous type of scenes and pick up evidence and turn it in and tag it in and go in and do evidence collection and then, of course, going before the jury and giving testimony. So things have changed.
Still, getting into the force can be tough, says Egbert Zavala, who teaches criminal justice at UTEP.
Now, there are some police departments that have requirements different for men and women, right? The guys have to run the mile in about 12 minutes and the females in 15 minutes. So there are departments that do distinguish that, but there are other departments that don't, right? There are other departments that says it doesn't matter whether you're male or female, you have to run the mile in 12 minutes. There are some people and there are some scholars out there that will argue that that's not coincidence, that they do stuff like that so they can purposely keep women off the force.
At the El Paso Police Department, both men and women have to be able to run in a mile in 10 minutes and 49 seconds or less. The 100-yard dash must be completed within 19 seconds or less. They also have to be able to complete 32 sit-ups and 24 push-ups in 1 minute. And as for grip strength, they have to be able to withhold 160 pounds with both of their hands. Silva says EPPD is making an effort to bring more women in.
We have a recruiting team that goes out to the colleges and the high schools, and we even do a lot of middle school. We try to get to them really early on when people are just starting to develop ideas of what a career is and what potentials that they may be developing at a young age.
As for El Paso's first policewomen, they both found ways to keep watching over others. Mendez went on to work as a deputy county probation officer. Farnham ran a boarding house. This is Nicole Lopez with BorderZine.com.